What's up, everybody? Raul back with another vlog on this Ruckus build. Welcome back again. I got some good news. I got some updates, so let me show you. Alright, here we go. So if you remember the other night when I was trying to show you the ending of the last day, you really couldn't see what I've done, but I did pretty much finish up everything as far as the wire tuck. I tucked all the wires, I got the cables ran, the harness is already to the back, waiting to bolt up the motor. So what I'm gonna do today, oh man, I put my knee on the edge of this piece of wood and that hurt. So what I'm gonna do today is basically shave off all the little points that I don't need so I could go ahead and put this fatty mount on. And the one I have is the Mojo Customs 8-inch GY6 stretch kit. So I'm gonna go with the shortest setting because I don't really want my wheel way out there. I don't know. I have to see it in person, I guess. I really haven't seen any Ruckuses built up close in person besides some at the shops that I've been to and stuff like that, and some cruising around going the opposite way in my area. But just me personally, I'm just gonna go with the shorter one because I don't really want my wheel way out there. I want it kind of tucked in. So I want to do that, and then also once I have the seat on, I want to try to figure out about relocation of my license plate. Instead of having it on the motor like I used to, I want to see if I can place it somewhere else. So that's going to be after. But today, like I said, I'm going to put the mount on. I'm going to shave these brackets, not these brackets, but I'm going to shave these brackets, put the mounts on, and then basically I could probably reassemble the cover on here, the battery box, so I can get everything bolted up. I got a little bit of overspray on this while the harness was sitting off to the side, which kind of sucks because I know these little indicators are kind of like painted on. Well, you know, sticker, paint, whatever. So I'm going to try using rubbing alcohol. If not, then, oh wow, they're going to rub off, and maybe I have the wife make me some decals to replace that and then just, you know, clear coat them. But let me show you what I did the other night, you know, up close during the day. But I did get all these dress up bolts on, and then I went ahead and I have this on because I had did a quick coat to the motor the other day because there was a spot that didn't really wrinkle how I wanted it. Even though that part of the CVT cover is coming off, I just didn't want it like that. But I just want to show you, I got the axles on, I got the dress up kit right here put on, I got the dress up kit put on the frame, the headlights on the bottom. I know you can't see my cabling for my headlights. I know, Twinkie, I know you can't see it, but I did this a while back ago, and I tucked it inside behind here, so I drilled a hole and then they come in through, so that's why it looks like these are like floating headlights. I also got the levers on, and I got everything tied up, so everything is good, no rubbing. The only other thing is I talked to Matt over at Rolling Wrench because I had a question about this, so he's gonna get back to me about that. And then also I didn't have a banjo bolt here with some washers, and he's gonna send me that out when I get my harness from him, which is a custom harness with a 12 pole stator. It's his full wiring kit, which I highly recommend. If you're building a Ruckus, pick up that harness. It's a must. I've seen all the other harnesses, and this one just lets you keep everything, and it runs like factory, but just with a GY6 in it. So that's a plus, and then you get all the other goodies from him. So just check it out, highly recommend it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's all sitting there, and then here's the motor. I started taking off the masking tape on that, but I kind of stopped because I just wanted to touch up here. So I got that done, but the motor's looking really good. It's all wrinkled black. I just want to get this as good as possible until I end up doing the case brace and the ankle biter, and basically doing the whole Ravino transmission kit here, because I got everything else on the inside as far as doing the gear up and the short axle, stuff like that to put on. And then I'm waiting for the stator from Matt, and then I already got the carb and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that's done. So today, probably quick, nothing crazy, because like I said, the bike's pretty much done. So I just got to put the mount on, shave it, and that's it. So enough with the talking, let me get to it, and I'll give you an update on how that turned out. All right, let's get to it. Everybody, quick little update. Now that we got some light out here, I just want to tell you, I was able to get both front and rear tires mounted. I did use the bead blaster on this. It took me the second try, because if you angle it straight, it doesn't really shoot down into the tire and inflate it. Not too many people mention that when they're doing their own tires. So when you're doing your tire, your rear tire, especially with this severe stretch, which is not for everybody, make sure when you put the tank on, if your tank head is metal, make sure you wrap it with painter's tape, a lot of it, or with some electrical tape, just so that way you don't scratch up the rim. And then what you're going to want to do is angle it kind of downward, so when it blasts the air, it's going to work its way around and pop the bead out. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing I want to mention is I used a spray bottle with Dawn soap and water. And what I did was, before blasting it, you want to get the inside of the barrel and the very lip of it. You don't forget, always get the top lip, because that's the part where the tire struggles the most to pop its last 1 inch to half an inch sometimes on the bead, depending if it's the 7-inch rim or the 8-inch rim. If it's an 8-inch rim, you usually have like almost a little bit of an inch where it struggles at the end. And once you you're going to use 2 ratchet straps, and don't crank them down all the way, but you want to basically get it to the point where there's a little gap on the top and the bottom. And you don't want to do the face of the rim. You want to flip the rim around when you're going to use the blaster, because that's a less of a gap to have to fill when you're shooting the air in. Okay, so once you do that and you get the bead set, put some air in it immediately, and also let go of the straps. You're not going to need the straps on there anymore. Let them go, and then fill it to about 40 psi. Sometimes it'll pop in at 35 psi, 30 psi, depends how soapy you get it. But what I do recommend too is, what I did was I got the Dawn dish soap by itself, put it on my finger, and then I rubbed the inside of the lip of the tire itself on both sides before I blew any air in, so that way it would actually slip really easily into place. So like I said, it took me the second try to blast the bead in, and then what I did was, it was stuck on the other side about an inch or so. So what I did was, I inflated it a little bit more with air, left it in the sun, and I made sure to constantly keep lubricating the tire, and then it popped into place. So no big deal. Here it is. So this is a 140/70/12 on a 8-inch wheel, and it works. It's easy. Did it at home. The front one didn't need no ratchet straps, nothing. Just pop the rim on, put a little bit of lubrication, and then set the tire. That was easy. That was a few minutes. This is the one that took quite some time, because you had to get the tire on, put the ratchet straps, make sure everything's lubricated, and then boom, blast it, fill it up with air, let it sit. Took about an hour or so in the sun. It got really hot towards noontime, and then it just bam, popped in, and that's when I was actually working on the motor paint. So there's your update on the wheels. Looking good. You have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you. What's up, everybody? Raul back with another... Wait, I'm not doing it over. Hold on. What the hell? What's up, everybody? Raul back with an update. I want to show you all what's going on here. Check this out. Look at that. So the motor's installed, the mount's installed, got all the hardware in here, got the brakes installed, got the starter, got the NCY oil cap there, and that neochrome finish. Haven't taken any of this apart, because I still have to put the 12-pole stator from Rolling Wrench when I get my wire harness, and then I also got to put the hub on, but I'm still doing some other stuff, so I don't want any contamination to the rear drum brakes. Got the shock on, the wiring's all back here, got the mount. I'm still need my high-rise clocking flange, because the carb is hitting right here, because I'm going with the shorter stretch, I'm assuming. So I'm waiting for that to come, and then that's going to bring it up higher and angle it down a little bit. So that's good. Let's see, the only thing left to do is put the seat on with the dress-up kit, and then finish up with the motor. But everything else is pretty much done. And then last thing would be the harness, and then do the startup. But look at that, everything's looking really good. The finish on the motor, look at that. It's the carb, look at that. The clear float bowl there, it's looking good. All the controls are on. Brakes working. So the front's pretty much done. Wheels are done. I just need my front hub so I can mount the disc brake and align the caliper, and then put the red Loctite. I need the harness so I can finish putting the box on. Then I can put the battery in, and then run this tether thing better. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So motor's all bolted up, looking good. And that's it, everybody. All right, so like always, stay tuned for more content on the Ruckus. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Nailed it.